Guys, welcome back to another video. So we're gonna be starting a new challenge today. I don't know what it is. We're gonna see. So I updated the wheel. I went through and I added a couple more things that I kind of have just thought about throughout the past challenge that I've done. So let me go over the list with you really quick. ACOs, animal portraits, bookmarks, figure keychains, flower paintings, Lego keychains, paint binders, which if I get that again, I will skip it just because I just done that, but I want to leave it on there because I can always come back to it. So it just, yeah. Paintings on wood, pipe cleaner flowers, Pokemon keychains, Pokemon on wood, rainbow scratch off cards, superhero marker drawings, wood slice wind chimes, paint lightsabers, Sharpie portraits, 0.5 sketchbook, skull, still lifes, random things from Pinterest. So I'm going to spin this and we're gonna see what I get. Okay, we're gonna give it some shuffles. I'm gonna shuffle it and let's see what I get. I am kind of biased on some things and what I want to do, I won't lie to you, but skull still alive. Okay, you know what? Okay, shut up, please. Thank you. This is something new, and this wasn't that I like literally just added today because I remembered about it. But it wasn't exactly what I had in mind of what I wanted to do, but I'm not mad at it. So you know what? Let's start prepping. Let's start getting some stuff ready. Okay guys, so it is Monday. So yesterday I done the outline. Yesterday I didn't do anything on the painting because I got home from work and I had to be to work early today, so I just didn't do anything. But the day before, it's Saturday. Let me put you down. I probably should have done that like before I started filming, but on Saturday I did do the sketch and the outline. I'll put a photo up here. I can't show you because I already started painting this. Okay, I already started painting. But I'll include the time lapse and all of that stuff. But I wanted to kind of challenge myself. Obviously, I have like a lot of paint. I mean, I have the whole wall of paint, but I have so much paint. So I have some bins of these like smaller tubed paint, and I have like Artist Loft and like Stedtlier. I don't know how to say it. Royal Langnickel. This doesn't even have a name. Like I have like a lot of, so I really am using a lot of that. So I want to try and use most of this tube paint before I go in what's on the wall. So I have all of the leaves done. I don't know if they're like done, but like they're done enough for me to, this is what we're looking like. I'm not really liking it, okay? I'm not really liking it, just for the simple fact that I don't know. It's like one of those things where I'm trying not to over detail it, and I always have this problem with leaves where I try and like just, I don't know. It's just hard for me. I don't know. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay. It really is. But okay, this doesn't fit on here. I have it right here. There's some things I'm a little iffy. I tried to like add in the texture of the leaves, and I feel as if like it kind of conveys it, but at the same time it doesn't, because not all of the leaves are like that. So I don't know. I feel as if I like it, but I don't. This was because the background is just going to be black. I made the leaf, excuse me, too big, so I put that in. I think what I just want to do now is work on the flowers and kind of like these branches, I guess, that are throughout in the background. For sure if I'm gonna get to the skull tonight, but part of it, this is the thing, is that I always tell myself to take my time. I don't need to spend my entire day working on a painting. But when I start a painting, all I want to do is just work on that painting. Like, I can't sleep because I'm like, oh, I can do this today. I'm just going to keep working on this, keep watching Bones. Like I said, it's 8:39. I'm gonna give myself to like 9:30, which is why I'm only giving myself time to really do the the background, which is just black, and then the flowers and stuff. It's a little bit less than an hour because I do have to be to work early again tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will check in. You guys are really gonna have to ignore the fan because it is so freaking hot. But it is the next day. It's Tuesday, and you can't even see it, but we're started back. I'm hopefully thinking this will be the last session, possibly. Oh, excuse me. If anything, it'll be like the last major session, and then tomorrow will just be like any touch-ups. But let me show you where I left off yesterday. We were at from yesterday. I have to touch these like these vine things up again. I think the black background really helped it, and I want to add, I think, more of like the flower buds in, so I want to do some of that. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on the skull, and hopefully, like I said, this will be the last big section for today. it is Thursday, 11:50. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I didn't do anything yesterday like I was planning to, but it's fine, it's whatever. But like I said, I got this finished. And I'm gonna start the next one now. I actually made a poll on my Instagram. And I was like, which painting should I do? And I like put emojis to describe the next painting because I wasn't sure which one to do. And so the next one, it was voted to do this is a 10 by 20 inch canvas. So it's like a little bit bigger than that one. And it is this one. I'm probably gonna take some things out, but it is this one. I'm sorry about the fan, okay, but so yesterday I did get the outline. This is her. It's a lot. I don't know why I decided to go with this blue paint instead of a pencil like I did last time. But so you have the skull, and then it's like sitting on a box. And then there's like the folds. These are like some flowers, a flower. This is a pear, some oranges, folds, another flower. This is another skull, some flowers, a flower. Yeah. I'm just going to focus, I think, on like the stuff that's not the skull. So and the way I'm going to take this is, okay, do the pear and then do the oranges and then move over to this flower type thing. So that way I'm not so overwhelmed. It's 11:31 on Friday. I'm gonna need this. It's gonna be a lot. It's going to be a lot. It is 2:16. I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the day painting and upload my YouTube video, so I don't gotta worry about that. This is where I left off yesterday. So I done this flower, these flowers, and then there was a skull underneath this. So I'm trying to work on doing this flower, and then I might do like the tablecloth and stuff before moving on to the actual skull, just because I feel as if right now that's what I need to see. There is a flower, like I said, at the bottom I want to do, but I feel as if right now I need to do the tablecloth to like ease my mind, so that's what I'm gonna do. finished the paintings. I know, so I already edited the video and then I forgot that I didn't do like an outro and like kind of talked about the paintings, so that's what this is going to be. And I forgot that I went from doing the second one with like the flowers and stuff and went straight into the circle one, with the skull and the crown. I forgot that I didn't really give like a like I didn't talk about it, because I remember just like locking in and I was like, I didn't even plan on finishing that painting, the third one, that day, but I was just like, I'm locking in, I want to get this started, I want to get like the base layers down at least, and you know, and I ended up finishing it. But yeah, so I want to show you them, talk about it a little bit. So let's start with the first one, which is this one. So I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really liking this one at first. I still need to paint the sides on all of these. It's probably just gonna be black for them, but I wasn't really liking this one at first. And I'll flip the camera at the end to kind of like show you all of them and do like some close-ups. But I wasn't really liking this one at first, and the skull I hated. Like, I think on camera it looks a little bit better, but I just wasn't liking it. I think everything just looked too sharp. Like, it just didn't look very blended out, I guess. And the shadows and the highlights just weren't working for me. But after sitting on it, I really like it. The only thing I really don't like is the background is like, you can see like the paint. Like, can you see that? Like all of the paint, like the marks. I mean, yeah, obviously you can see the fucking paint, but like the paint marks. And it's not like smooth, especially down here, like you can see, you know what I mean? So, but I'm really happy with this one. I do really like this one. I think this one might be my favorite out of all of them. So, very happy about this one. And then we have this one, which I feel as if I made the eye way too big. I don't know why. This one's like hard to show. I feel as if I made the eye way too big, but it is what it is. And then you have some flowers here. These two flowers, a pear and some oranges, some more flowers, a skull back here, and then a flower on top. I think I actually done a pretty good job at the drapery, like the folds and the fabrics and all of that. I struggle with painting fabrics. I have my entire like couple years I was in the entire time I was in art school, anything that we had to do with like fabrics, I was not good at. Okay, I just wasn't. So I'm pretty proud of that. I do like the skull. Like I said, I do think I made this eye a little bit too big. These flowers I think I like the most. These ones, the hyacinths, were this one and the one sitting up here were really hard to do. And I don't really know what kind of flowers these are. I think the green is just very prominent. I think it's like one of those things where far away it looks like what it is, but once you get closer, you're like, oh, okay, how is that what that is, if that makes sense. Oh my god. This like little tray I have, it's a little tray I made in school, and it fell, and I had a bunch of pieces of glass in there from a stained glass project, and I don't know how it fell, but it fell. And so I just stepped on a piece of glass. Okay. Anyways, this one, the third one, is a very different approach than what I normally do. Like, it's very, not what I normally do. I've been doing it like doing, I don't know. So I don't always do my style like this. It's so funny because it's just like, I don't determine how I'm going to do something. Like, if I want to have more of a loose approach, which is like this one, or if I want something to be like realistic, smooth, blended, like the first one and kind of like the second one, or if I want something that's like not blended, you can see the brush stroke, like loose, like this one. I don't. It's just I go in, and then however it is when I start painting, that's how it is. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I just don't, like, in my head I'm like, okay, this one I want to be really loose, I'm gonna go in loose. Like, I don't. This one is this, and it is, the crown is tilted, like this is obviously tilted, but it's like very loose in my opinion. Not a lot is really blended. There's a lot of like loose brush strokes in the skull. And then the crown is kind of just a bunch, like it's not, but I really like it. It works and I like it. And I really like the skull. I was very happy and satisfied with that. And then I got to the crown and I was like, fuck, how am I going to do this? Like, this is very, it was overwhelming. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start with the big things first. And I was starting it and I was like, this is just going to be like the base layers, and I'll go in and add more details. And as I kept going, I was like, you know what, I like how this looks. I want to keep doing it like this. So, yeah. But if I had to rank them favorites, I would do the first one, the one with the flower or the vines. This one, I would put this one as my favorite, probably this one as my second favorite, and then the other one as my third. I still love that one, I just like these two more. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do a little close-up and that will be. And this one is on wood. This is 15.75 by 15.75, but here's like a little close-up of this one. And that's what I mean, where it was kind of just like a bunch of dots, and I just added highlights and shadows, and then you get to here, and it's like you can see it a lot better here than you can when I was on the other way. But it's all like loose, nothing's really blended, but I think it works, especially with the way I done the crown. I think it all works out. I eventually might do like paint the background black, just because there's like marks on it and stuff. So, and this was like from a sticker of the price tag, but I think it works, especially with the crown. This one, and this is what I meant by like you can see the paint, it wasn't like smooth. I don't understand when I do big backgrounds, like a solid color. That's how it always is. But this one, you can tell with the leaf, I did try to go like super realistic and try, and I was like especially with like all of like the, I don't know what it's called, but like the small details. And then I kind of like still done it, but not to that extreme. But this is what I meant. This part is kind of throwing me off, but that's how it looked in the image. It's not like it, like, I don't know, but I just felt as if at first this was way too dark, like the shadows and the highlights are way too dark. But I think it just works out now. I really do like it. After a couple days of sitting on it and like looking at it, I was like, you know what, I don't hate this. I do actually quite like it. And I think I done the leaves pretty well, especially like these ones where it's like folded up. I think I done those ones pretty well. This one, maybe like these, because it's a couple different leaves going on. This one kind of like blends in and kind of like jumbled, but I still think it looks pretty well. We go to the big one. I'm trying to like show it all at once. It's just so big. This is a 10. What is this one? This is not a 10 by 20. Is this a 10 by 20? Normally I write the sizes on the back. I don't know what this is, but it's a big one. So I don't like the pear. I really don't. But you know, I think, like I said, it's one of those things where you look up close and you're like, huh, but it works far away. But, and then this is like the back. This is one of the things that are kind of throwing me off, the back of the skull, but I don't know. And then the horns and the hyacinths down here. But like I said, I do like this one. I do think I made the eye a little bit too big, but I don't know. I'm still liking it. Could like zoom out, but it won't let me zoom out. But yeah. So let me know which one is your favorite. Please ignore my chair out of all of them. Like I said, I do still like this one, but this one would have to be like my least favorite out of them. I feel as if like it's very like busy down here and honestly busy in the middle, but then there's nothing here. So it kind of just, because there's something on this side, I feel as if there has to be something kind of like right here to like balance it out. But I mean, I always could have added something, because there was some things I kept out and didn't take in and put in on here, but it'll be okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, and hopefully you guys are liking this little series that I'm doing. Yeah, this is the second little part to it, and I took a little break because to get some editing done, and I gotta clean up the studio before I do my next little one. But Hopefully you guys are liking them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the little next art video.